This is the Realme cooler, and in this video I'll be testing it with ROG 3. Some of you all also requested me to make a video on it, and I know I am delayed. I should have posted a video on it long back, but I did not have any equipment to measure temperature. So I ordered this, and the delivery of this got delayed, hence the delay in making the video. First thing which I wanted to check is how much lower the temperature can go. You can see here that the current temperature is near to 28 degrees. Now let me turn this on and start a timer. You can see here that it's near to 10 seconds and the temperature has already dropped to 11 degrees. I also wanted to check if the temperature can still go lower. So I checked again after 1 minute and it has dropped to 8 degrees. I was still curious and waited till 5 minutes, and strangely now it read 13 degrees. Maybe it also depends upon outside conditions, and we saw it going till 8 degrees, and I think it can give you a constant 12 degrees for longer periods. Since I was not satisfied, I kept the cooler again for 5 more minutes and it was near the same 12 to 13 degrees temperature mark. It's looking good till this point, and I have to check if it is good enough to keep the phone cool. So we need to have exact two cases, one with the cooler and one without the cooler. This is the case without the cooler. You can see here that there is no application running in background, and I'll be running the 3D benchmark test, which will test the gaming performance of this phone. The room's temperature is near to 26 degrees, and let me start this test. The temperature of the screen is near to 30 degrees, just to show you that the phone was in normal state before starting the test. One test takes near to 20 minutes to complete, and there are 20 loops in every test, and these are the values for each of the loops. I'll be running these benchmark tests for 1 hour, and it's been near to 40 minutes and the test has completed, and these are the next 20 values. Let me fast forward to the next 20 minutes and it's been near to 1 hour that I am running these tests. The screen temperature is above 40 degrees and reached a maximum of 43 degrees. You can see here that the GPU used is above 95% and the CPU temperature is 46 degrees. The back of the phone was also quite heated up and reached a maximum temperature of near to 45 degrees. Now let's try the same thing with the cooler. There is no background application running, and I know both the cases have to be exact, which is difficult to achieve, but I will try my best to do so. I ran the same benchmark test and the screen temperature, like in previous case, is below 40 degrees. This is the score after first 20 minutes, and let's analyze these by comparing it with the first test without the cooler. Strangely, the phone performed better without the cooler, but let's not come to any conclusion now since we have 2 more tests. Before getting to the next score, let me share some facts with you. Transfer of heat is called as thermal conductivity. It's measured in terms of watt per meter Kelvin, and its value is greatest for copper, and that's why you might have heard the use of copper inside the phone for heat dissipation. ROG 3 has a glass back, which is Gorilla Glass. I don't know the thermal conductivity of Gorilla Glass, but for normal glass it is 0.8. It's 500 times less compared to copper. I don't want to come to any conclusions with this, but let's see how the cooling turns out to be. So this is a score of 40 and 60 minutes. Like in the previous case, let me make a chart from these numbers. In the second test there was not much of a difference, but in the third test the phone was performing much better with the cooler and there was a clear difference. There has been a little bit of improvement in the scores, but the CPU temperature, like previously, read the same 46 degrees. But the temperature on the back of the phone reached only a maximum of 41.5 degrees. So the cooler was able to cut down the temperature by 3.5 degrees, which in my opinion is good. Also, the temperature over the screen with the cooler reached a maximum of 42.5 degrees. Also, I had placed the cooler this way because it has to be placed over the CPU as close as possible. The CPU of this phone is near to the vent, and I also made sure that the vent is not closed. I was not able to come to any conclusions with these data, so I ran some more benchmark tests, and this time with other application. I ran the Geek benchmark test repeatedly for 1 hour. That was enough for this phone to get heated up. I made sure that there is no app running in background and the initial temperature is normal. On the left I have the phone with the cooler and it's without the cooler on the right. Basically, as the temperature rises, these numbers should decrease as the CPU will not be operating at its full capacity. Since I ran this test for 1 hour, we have sufficient data and I took more than 15 readings. In both the cases the numbers kept on decreasing and there is a very slight difference between the two. There is not much of a difference in the single core results, as you can see the lines overlapping, but there is a difference of 100 points in multi-core. The phone with the cooler definitely seems to be doing better, but only with a slight difference. The lowest multi-core score recorded was 2673, while in the other case it was 2813. Another thing to notice here is that the score with the cooler did not go lower than 2800 even for 1 hour, but without the cooler it started touching the 2700 mark just after half an hour. I checked the temperature at the end of 1 hour and in both the cases I could see it touching the 50-degree mark, 52 degrees in case without the cooler. The CPU temperature also read 72 degrees and then immediately shifted to 66 degrees with the cooler, and then it read the same 66 degrees without the cooler as well, which actually tells us that there is not much coolness transferred to the CPU. So what do you think? Is this cooler a gimmick, or you think that slight improvement in performance or the slight decrease in the temperature is really worth 1800 Indian rupees? Let me know by commenting below. Apart from all these things, there are some things which I wanted to tell you. The length of the Type-C cable is near to 2 meters, so you don't have to worry about playing near any plug. Other thing is, the weight of the cooler is 51 grams, but after 10 minutes of gameplay, I felt it's a bit heavy, so this is something you'll have to get used to. And the last thing is, the fingers will be touching the cooler, since in this case it's not in the middle, and this is also something you'll have to get used to. So guys, that's all I had in this video. Leave a like if you saw or learned anything new today, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day.